Business Analyst for the past 2 years, and I graduated from Marshall University with an MBA degree, and I have further pursued another master's with dual credentials in both strategic management as well as project management. And I'll give you a little idea about the projects that I work for. So my first project was with Mattel organization, and this was specifically with American Girl. And over there, I worked as a junior BA, where I was doing most of the root work alongside the senior BA. The second project that I worked with was with USAA, and I'm currently in that project. It's more of an operational BA role, so it's slightly different from being in a technical project. But some of the activities, day-to-day activities, include working with the vendors, getting to know their changing environments and understanding those requirements, and then meeting with the clients accordingly.
Okay. And how your day as a BA starts?
So a typical day looks like I usually start with reviewing my emails and going through what has happened in the past day. My first meeting occurs around 8 a.m. in the morning, where we have a stand-up and we see where the team is at, what progress has been made, and get to know of any impediments that exist so that I can work to help my technical team get more answers or clarifications where they are needed. And in the end of the day, we do have another meeting where we connect and see where the progress is and answer any questions or gather any more details from the technical teams as required.
Okay, okay. And anytime you met any kind of stubborn stakeholders, and how did you handle them?
Yes, so it's very common to have, when you have different people with different experiences, it's very common to have conflict issues. And I've experienced that particularly in projects where we're working with different departments, and each has their own specific interest and what their objective is overall with the project. So in those cases, usually when a requirement comes in, or if there's any conflict, I empathize with the stakeholders and I try to understand their side of what process they are using to determine why a specific requirement is important for them, and comparing it with the scope. I reconnect with my technical teams and my project managers, and I work with SMEs to gain more information where I need clarity. And then I touch base with them individually as well as in a group setting to make them understand, for instance, if a requirement is such that it is a common requirement as to why it should be, for example, similar, so that we can work as a project team on other important requirements and provide the best solution to them.
Very good. And so according to you, what are the skill sets that are required to be a successful BA in the market?
So for any successful business analyst, I would say the key element is to be empathic, to understand and have good listening skills, to be able to see where the client is coming from and address the requirements accordingly. You also need to be able to have good coaching skills because you will be managing most of the training sessions, the UAT. So for that, you need to be able to interact with your users and help them out where needed. Other than that, good leadership skills are also needed so that you can guide your team accordingly and make, address issues in a more timely manner and be organized. We deal with a lot of documentation as well. So having that traceability of information is very important because if your documents are not organized, it's very hard for instance, someone else coming into a project to understand the flow. And lastly, having the practice of doing improvement exercises where you analyze where you can improve and be better personally in the workspace.
Very nice. Very nicely you have explained. Okay. And if I would ask you to rate yourself in a prototyping tool, Azure. Have you ever used the Azure tool?
Yes, I'm very familiar with that. And most organizations do prefer that tool. There are others as well, but most I have a great amount of experience in that. I would say I'm around 8 out of a 10.
8 out of 10. Very
Yeah,
nice. Okay. Okay. And
because I wouldn't say I'm perfect because I believe personally that there's always room for improvement.
definitely, definitely, definitely.